$2,000 to singer and Detroit pastor Marvin Winans. Winans went viral for scolding a church member who gave less than the $2,000 he requested during a fundraiser. Perry says he stands by Winans and his mission. Get BIN News now on demand 24/7 on the iHeartRadio app.
Every day, a child in poverty waits for a sponsor is another day of hopelessness. There are thousands of kids who've been waiting over a year. End their wait. Sponsor a child with compassion today. Just text the word radio to 83393.
This is the KBLA Sports Minute with Ray Richardson.
If the Dodgers repeat as World Series champions, they will have to do it in Toronto. The Dodgers' 6-2 loss Tuesday night in Game 4 ensures a Game 6 in Toronto on Friday night. The best-of-7 series is now tied at 2 apiece. For one of the few times in this postseason, Dodger star Shohei Ohtani did not have a dominant performance. He gave up 4 runs and 6 hits in 7 innings of work, and he was 0 for 3 at the plate and struck out twice. A very important Game 5 is at Dodger Stadium tonight. First pitch at 5 o'clock. The final attendance numbers are in from Saturday's Magic City Classic in Birmingham, Alabama. The popular HBCU football game featuring Alabama State versus Alabama A&M drew a crowd of 69,372 at Birmingham's famous Legion Field. No debates, no speculation, just the info you need. That's your KBLA Sports Minute. I'm Ray Richardson. More news, opinions, and conversation when we come forward on KBLA Talk 1580.
If you missed the recent Left Coast Forum, then you really missed out. An insightful presentation from Professor Richard Wolff, a call to action from LA Mayor Karen Bass, an insider's view on Prop 50 and the government shutdown from Congresswoman Sidney Kamlager-Dove, and as usual, Dr. Cornel West brought down the House with a powerful closing keynote. And many of the plenary sessions were standing room only. Check out our social media posts for photos and video of what you missed at the Left Coast Forum and make plans to attend one of our upcoming events. Our next Altadena Town Hall is Thursday, November 6th, 4 to 6 p.m. at Victory Bible Church in Pasadena. We're going to interrogate SoCal Edison's settlement fund and see what's really going on with this fire recovery program. And our KBLA Talk 1580 Community Health and Wellness Fair is Saturday, November the 8th, 10 a.m. to 2 p.m. right here in Lemert Park at Catch at Audubon Middle School. All the details about these upcoming events can be found at our website, kbla1580.com. So thanks again to all those who supported the Left Coast Forum, and a special thanks to our partners this year. The LA Progressive, the Empowerment Congress, Community Coalition, Southwest Voter Registration Education Project, Partnership for Growth, UTLA, LA Care Health Plan, Black Progressive Action Coalition, St. John's Community Health, the National Lawyers Guild, the Weingart Foundation, and the Liberty Hill Foundation.
You know I love music. And every time I hear something hot, it makes me want to move. It makes me want to have fun. But it's something about this joint right here. This joint right here, it makes me want to... Oh! Let it go. Can't let this thing called love get away from you. Feel free right now, go do what you want to do. Can't let nobody take it away from you, from me, from we. No time for moping around. Are you kidding? And no time for negative vibes, cause I'm waiting. It's been a long week, I put in my hardest. Gonna live my life, feel so good to get it right. So I like what I see when I'm looking at me, when I'm walking past the mirror. Don't stress through the night at a time in my life, ain't worried about if you feel it. Got my head on straight, I got my vibe right, I ain't gonna let you kill it. See, I wouldn't change my life's just fine, 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 fine. Ooh, fine, 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 fine. Ooh, just fine, 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 fine. Ooh, see, I wouldn't change my life's just fine.
So y'all know we do it whenever
When you're doing all
while Mary J. rides. Whenever guests in studio, we let them choose their own walk-on song. And so Vanessa Bell Calloway is in the building, so she gets to choose her own walk-on song. Why this one, Vanessa?
Cause I'm fine, 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 fine. Woo! 'Cause I like what I see when I'm looking at me when I'm walking past that mirror.
Turn it up, Miles. Turn it up. Turn it up.
I appreciate life. I'm so glad that it's mine. So I like what I see when I'm looking at me when I'm walking past the mirror. Ain't worried about doing what you gonna do? I'm a lady, so I must stay classy. Gotta keep it high, keep it together if I want to get better. See, I wouldn't change my life just fine.
It seems to me, first of all, I love this track, and Mary killed it. It's a fire track. It seems to me, and I was talking to Vanessa when she came in, I have known she and her husband for decades. Shout out to Tony Calloway, Dr. Tony Calloway. 37 years?
Young black professionals.
Yeah.
we go back.
Way back. 37 years?
37 years, yes.
Like, nobody does that these days. 37 years, y'all.
37 years married.
Wow.
We went on one date. We've never been apart. And a year and 8 months later, after our first date, we were getting married.
Wow.
Yeah.
Fine seems also to me to be a mindset.
Yes.
Like, not just a physical thing.
No.
But it's a mindset. And I want you to talk to me about the mindset of just being in a state where things are fine with you.
And that's why I like this song, because when you really listen to it, that's what she's talking about.
Yeah.
She's just talking about how she's basically choosing. Like, I'm not going to let you mess this up. I got a good vibe.
That's
you
right.
know, I'm a lady. I got to keep it classy. I got to move. And it's a choice. Being happy and being fine and deciding what your life is going to be is a choice. Now, is it always perfect? Absolutely not.
Yeah.
But even in the imperfect days, you can wake up and do two things. Oh my God, this is a horrible day, and it probably will get worse. Or you can wake up and say, oh my God, this day's not going great, but you know what? Let me adjust my thinking because I'm going to find whatever good is in this day, because there's always some good somewhere. You know, and that's something I learned years ago, and I just choose to do because, I mean, let's face it, especially now. Yeah. If you wake up every day in a dogmatic, mentality, and if you look at what's always going wrong and you never see what's going right, God help your mental state and your well-being.
Yeah. Well, it's easy to do these days.
Which is easy to do.
Because there's so much negativity
and it's
out
easy
there.
to blame everybody else for what's not going right in your life.
Sure.
But you got to take accountability.
Tell me more then about how you maintain that mindset in an industry where, as you well know, and you're a veteran these days, but for most people in this business, in your business, you get told no a whole lot more than yes.
Oh God, yes.
How do you establish that sort of spirit, that sort of attitude, that sort of demeanor? How do you show up that way in, again, a business where you get a lot more rejection? See, there are a lot of reasons I couldn't be an actor. One of them is you need some talent to do it. So I'm not talented enough to do what you do. But the other part is I have a hard time with rejection. Yeah,
rejection is I got rejected this week. I got rejected
this week
a couple of times in the last couple of weeks. But yeah, rejection is a part of it. But I'm one of the lucky ones because I'm going to still eat and I'm going to still have a head over my house. I still got a place
a roof over
my head.
Sure.
So I'm one of the lucky ones because I do have an established husband and family and relationship and house and marriage for 37 years, and I have worked and I do have money in other areas. So when I'm told no, this is not the end of my life.
Got it.
You know what I mean? Got it. And you may get feeling a little sort of way for a minute, but then I've also learned that everything's not for you. Just because you want it don't mean you're going to get it. And just because you want it don't mean it was really right for you. And sometimes when you just hold on and just stay positive, right around the corner, like I done got a couple of no's, that beautiful yes might be tomorrow, next week. Right. You never know what's coming down the pipeline. And so you just got to stay positive because and physically you can't do everything, and everything just is not yours. And you have to learn not to begrudge other people for getting what they get, because that's their journey, that's their blessings, and you be happy for people and you just work on yours.
Vanessa Bell Calloway is our guest in studio for the hour. She has curated, as I said earlier, an enviable body of work. The rejections this week notwithstanding, she has built a stable career, and I do mean that, an enviable body of work. We'll talk in this hour about the preview for the new season of the Vince Staples Show. We'll talk about the sequel. Get some insight on the sequel to One of Them Days. But it's going to be a great hour with Vanessa Bell Calloway. I'm just going to warn you right now, Vanessa, when we come forward, we're going to get it out the way. That one role that you will never, ever get away from. We all love it. Coming to America.
Oh, it's okay.
Yeah. You okay with it?
I'm okay with it.
I hope you're okay. I'm going to do it anyway.
No, it's the gift that keeps on giving,
okay.
honey.
All right, Miles, we can breathe a sigh of relief. We're like, maybe Vanessa don't want to hear that one more again.
No,
but
I never
your
get
fan,
tired of it.
your fan base loves you. All right, we'll talk about that just for a little bit. But again, this body of work is amazing. Vanessa Bell Calloway right now on Tavis. Smiley.
Hope, agency, dignity. This is Tavis Smiley.
Can you dig? You ready?
You're invited to the KBLA Talk 1580 Community Health and Wellness Fair on Saturday, November 8th, 10 a.m. to 2 p.m. Catch at Audubon Middle School in Lamert Park, 4120 11th Avenue. Join us for a day of health, healing, and community connection. There will be health screenings, immunizations, wellness information, a Catch Charter School recruitment fair, plus music and healthy snacks. And it's all free at the KBLA Talk 1580 Community Health and Wellness Fair, Saturday, November 8th, 10 a.m. to 2 p.m. at Audubon Middle School in Lamert Park, 4120 11th Avenue. Come out and bring the entire family. And if you have not yet checked out our KBLA Health and Wellness Hub, you should at KBLA1580.com. KBLA Talk 1580 thanks Catch Charter School, Prudential, Eastside, Cedar Sinai, and St. John's Community Health. At KBLA Talk 1580, we believe that a healthy community is a thriving community.
That's right, baby.
Make a move into a home of your own. With City National Bank's Ladder Up Home Loan Grant, you could receive up to $20,000 that you never need to pay back. Use it toward your down payment, save on closing costs, or to buy down your mortgage rate. Find out more at cnb.com/ladderuphome. City National, here for every stage of the journey. Property must be in a qualifying market in California, New York, or New Jersey. Additional terms and conditions apply. Not all applicants will qualify. Terms are subject to change without notice. City National Bank is an equal housing lender. Member FDIC. NMLS number 536994.
Megan Good, Michael Hyatt, Golden Brooks, Ty Burrell, Christine Devine. They're all coming together on Saturday, November 1st at Paramount Picture Studios for the Kits Film Awards, a red carpet celebration of young filmmakers from right here in Los Angeles. Presented by Kids in the Spotlight. The Kids Film Awards showcase original short films written, cast, and performed by local youth. Powerful stories across every genre, from drama and comedy to action and suspense. It's a night that blends Hollywood energy with real community spirit, highlighting the future voices of film. These are the next generation of storytellers, stepping onto one of Hollywood's biggest stages. Come out and experience a night filled with film, music, and inspiration, where creativity, community, and purpose meet. Tickets are available now at kitsinc.org. That's KITSINC.org. The 2025 Kits Film Awards, Saturday, November 1st at Paramount Picture Studios. This is a community call to action from KBLA Talk 1580.
Made fresh daily in Lamert Park, Los Angeles, California. You're listening to Tavis Smiley.
I'm Tavis Smiley. Our guest is Vanessa Bell Calloway. Delighted to have her in studio for the hour. So she gave me permission to do this. My team said, "Do you think she'll mind if we play just a little bit of a clip from Coming to America?" I said, "That's
What are you gonna do? Play this song? She's your queen. You gonna play this song?
No, we're going straight to you. Give it to me, Miles.
Ever since I was born, I've been trained to serve you.
Yes, I know this, but I would like to know about you. What do you like to do?
Whatever you like.
What kind of music do you like?
Whatever kind of music you like.
Look, I know what I like, and I know you know what I like because you were trained to know what I like, but I would like to know what you like. For instance, do you have a favorite food?
Yes.
Good! What is your favorite food?
Whatever food you like.
This is impossible. Listen, from this moment on, I command you not to obey me.
No.
Are you saying that no matter what I tell you to do, you will do?
Yes, Your Highness.
Anything I say, you do?
Yes, Your Highness.
Bark like a dog.
Arf, 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 arf.
A big dog.
Woof, 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 woof.
Hop on one leg.
Woof, 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 woof.
Make a noise like an orangutan.
Ah! I see the two of you are getting along.
It's classic. It's classic. Every thespian should be so fortunate, so blessed to be in a scene that becomes classic.
Exactly. That's why I don't mind people talking about it when they see me and saying something on the streets because, like I said, it's the gift that keeps on giving. Yeah. It has brought so many young viewers and young fans to me because they weren't even born. They weren't even thought of when I did this. And it's a movie that's a classic movie to begin with. Yeah. So it's on TV all the time. People are still looking at it. They looked at, Come to America 2, the second one, the sequel. So no, it's an honor to have been in that movie.
So tell me anything. Just tell me anything about the filming of that scene. We know the scene. Just take me behind the scenes. Tell me something I don't know. Well, tell me anything about the filming of that scene.
Well, I'll tell you something about the movie. The story I like to tell that's funny to me is like I lived over there on Marlton. Tony and I remember. Tony and I were just we were engaged to be married.
Y'all knocked out the walls.
Right, exactly.
I remember this.
Yeah, remember that. So you know the apartment I'm talking about, Tavis.
I've been there many times.
You've been there many times. So we were over there, right? We weren't married yet.
Right.
And so I got the script. I got the audition, and I read it, and I said, my hair was short, kind of like a little short style. Yeah. I said, that's not gonna work with these people. Yeah. Now remember, over here we used to have right across from there used to be that strip mall, and they had a wig shop there.
I remember well.
Right. So I went up to the wig shop, spent $39, and I got a wig called the Imani. That is the name of the character that I ended up playing. Okay, you see where I'm going with this?
Wow.
I got this. The wig was called Imani. It had this little crinkly style. Back we talking about 1989 or no 88. We talking about 1988. So I had a little crinkly style. So I put the wig on. I go meet the casting director, and she says, "Oh, I like your hair." And I said, "Okay, I'll do the scene." Now I'm auditioning for the role of Lisa, the role that Sherry did, because everybody Sherry Headley did, because everybody was auditioning for Lisa, right? And everybody wanted the Lisa role. So I'm auditioning for that. She says, "Oh, I like your hair," and I said, "Okay," but she never says anything about my acting. Next thing I know, I'm called back to meet John Landis. I meet John Landis, the director. I do the scene, whatever the Lisa scene was, and he says, "Oh, I like your hair." And I'm like, okay. And then he said, "Now there's a part for the princess." And I'm thinking, oh shit, I guess I didn't get that one. But I was a little disappointed, but what do you do? I ain't gonna tell John Landis, no thank you, I want that role of nothing. So he said, "Would you take a look at this princess?" And of course I knew because I read the script. So I said, okay, and I went out in the hall, and I'm out in the hall, I'm like, what the am I gonna do with this? Bark like a dog, what is a dog? So I'm talking to myself in the hallway with this $39 wig on. And this little tight black dress, like, what am I gonna do with bark like a dog? So what I learned is that comedy, that was one of my first introductions in really doing comedy, that if you're serious and you do it for real, it's funny. If you try to make something funny, it's not funny. Got it. So I look and I said with my mind, what does a dog sound like, Vanessa? So I start doing the roofs and the boo-boo, and I go in there and I'm doing the scene and he laughs. Okay. Next thing I know, I'm invited to come, read with Eddie, and all the producers and the directors, all these guys are there. So I go in and they say, "I like her hair. You like her hair?"
This wig is working.
This wig is working, baby. And I do the scene, and I get the part, and the wig was called Imani, and I play Imani. But the funny part is when I get to set, I get into hair and makeup. Robert Stevenson, a very gifted hair stylist who did a lot of movies, he created that look. So that was, the long hair was one wig, and the ponytail was another full wig. So here I am. I went from buying a wig to wearing two wigs in the movie. Nobody ever saw my real hair.
That wig ought to be in the Black Museum in D.C.
That wig ought to be in the Black Museum in D.C. I should have kept her. Where is she?
You should have kept that wig, man. See, this is why we know these scenes, but it's always the backstory that I'm fascinated by. I know there's a backstory to something here, and so I'm glad you shared that story. How did acting become your muse?
Well, I was always a very creative kid, and my mother said I was breech birth. I came out dancing. I was a concert dancer before I really, dove into acting.
Growing up in
Cleveland, Ohio.
Yep.
Yeah, so I danced and I choreographed stuff for like the drill team and for my high school plays. I was really into dance. I studied there, and then I went to Ohio University and got my bachelor's of fine arts concentration in dance. Then I moved to New York. So while I was in New York, I'm dancing with a little dance company. Still, I'm studying with Alvin Ailey, and I'm taking all kind of, Graham and Horton and all this stuff. And I started dancing with small dance companies, and then I started doing Broadway. I was in the original company of Dreamgirls with, Shirley, all of us were together in our organization.
You, Cheryl, Jennifer, everybody.
Yeah, but then there was just something in me that was like, okay, this is cute, but the longevity is not there. And also I felt like I had so much more to do. And I had done plays, summer stock in high school and did the school plays and stuff like that. But I just knew that there was just so much more inside of me than although I love dancing, it's still one of the loves of my life. But I just knew I had to transition into acting. And so I started to, do commercials and taking more acting classes when I wasn't doing Broadway or in between, and started doing more theater too, where I was like actually, I got a couple parts where I actually was one of the leads. And I just, just really dove into acting more that way, and then one thing led to another. I started doing soap operas, and I started getting small parts of movies.
All my children.
All my children.
Yeah.
But before that, I did Days of Our Lives.
That's
not Days of Our Lives. I'm sorry. Before that, I did One Life to Live.
One Life to Live, yeah.
And As the World Turns, I did little bits on those, and then I did All My Children.
That's when I discovered you.
Yeah, and then I moved out here, and then one thing led to another. I started doing guest star appearances and more television, and then more film.
Yeah. I mentioned earlier that you've crafted, at this point, what I would term an enviable career. That's what I think. What do you make of the career that you built?
Thank you for saying that. And, sometimes you have to remind yourself to like, wow, you're right, I guess so. Because to me, it's never enough. I haven't done enough. I haven't hit some of the milestones I had hoped to hit. There's always more to do. You think about the things that you didn't get. That what would that have been like? And you forget to be grateful for what you have. And so I thank you for saying that, because it reminds me to say, you're right. I have to have it. I've done a lot of work. I've worked hard. And when somebody once told me how many things I had been a part of, how many, television film projects I did, it was like 100 something. I was like, are you kidding me? I was shocked. It didn't feel like that. I had no clue that I had been in that many productions. So I have worked hard, and I am proud of myself, and I'm proud of my career.
When I last saw you on Broadway, I saw you in Pearly.
Yes.
And I was so thrilled to be there on opening night to watch you in that amazing cast. How does it feel? Again, you've done Broadway here and there, but how does it feel to have started there all those years ago and to end back on Broadway again in a brilliant piece of work like
that? Was
like
awesome. I keep saying that was nothing but God.
Yeah.
When I got that text from Kenny Leon, I like rubbed my eyes and looked back at it. Like, wait a minute, what is this? And basically, he was just saying, I need you to come to New York because I need you to read, because this is what I'm doing and I want you to be in it. And I was like, Scooby-Doo.
There's that dog again.
But it was just like somebody that I've known for years. And I've done a production with Kenny, years ago, the Kennedy Center and stuff, and somebody I'd see often. But just for him to, have me in mind and think about me and invite me to be a part of that, it was amazing. And I packed that stuff up so quick, kissed Tony and them girls goodbye.
Yeah.
I said, Mama got to go.
Yeah.
And it was great. It was so good. It was so much fun to come back to Broadway, back to New York in that way. I was there for 6 months. I had an apartment. I walked to work every day unless it was raining. And all my people like you and all my other friends came in. And yes, this was my third Broadway production, but it was the first where I was really not in the ensemble, where I was part of a small cast. And it just ignited the bug in me, because I really want to go back and do something a little bit more substantial. I would go back in a heartbeat, but it's got to be something, more substantial. But it just really ignited the fire.
When I saw when I saw Puerto Victorious on stage with you again, and that just brilliant cast. Let me back up. I had the honor of having Ossie Davis's last interview.
Wow.
Before he passed away. So that interview was such a rich and powerful conversation that Ruby Dee, who was still living at the time, asked me to speak at Ossie's funeral.
Wow.
So I went to New York, Riverside, Upper West Side, and spoke with Harry Belafonte and Bill Clinton. The three of us basically were the major speakers at Ossie Davis's funeral. And I knew Pearly, I'd read Pearly, but when I went to New York to see you in the cast in that production that Kenny brought to bear, it gave me a whole new appreciation for his written work.
Wow.
How did you and again, and the timing what was being said on that stage then in this moment. I'm rambling, but just talk to me about your appreciation for Ossie Davis's writing.
That was incredible because I wasn't familiar with the piece as you had been.
Right.
So when I read it after Kenny, contacted me, I was like, oh,
man,
okay. Because when you're reading it, it doesn't translate like you're seeing it. And I'm like, are we going to do this? It seemed it seemed.
A little edgy.
Not only edgy, but also dated.
Right. I get it.
And I was like, okay, but hey, I was getting on that ship, sink or swim, or I had committed to doing the piece, whether we soared or whether we failed, because I wanted to do it. I wanted to work with Kenny, and I wanted to be a part of it, and I wanted to work with Leslie, and I was like, whatever it is, I'm gonna be a part of it. Let's go. But what happened is the transformation was amazing because once I got to town and we started, and what I found out is everybody was kind of like, ooh, okay, we're gonna see how this gonna work out, because we weren't sure. We really weren't sure. But when we got there, and Kenny was so sure. See, and that's the thing. Our leader was so positive that he knew that this was going to be amazing. And as he started to pour into us, and we started to pour into each other, it was like your eyes changed, your view became differently, and then we saw, and then all the little things, all the little writing, you're like, oh, that's what that is. Oh, that's what that is.
So many great lines.
But when you just read it, you go you're just reading. Right. But then when you started really pulling up like an onion, peeling away the layers, you go, oh my God. And then by the time we were up and talking and walking, you're like, oh, this is something good. Oh, yeah. And it was scary because it was so relevant. Yeah. Where when I first read it, it felt dated.
That's it.
By the time we're doing this, like, oh my God, this is so relevant. And how scary is that he wrote this over 60-something years ago. Yeah. How things repeat themselves.
Yeah. So that night, on opening night, I'm sitting next to our friend Ren Brown.
Okay, yes.
And I don't know whose side hurt the most by the time the night was over. At every line, I'm elbowing Ren. Ren's elbowing me back. And we're about to fall out of our seats because that play, again, Pearly Victorious, in that moment was so spot on the race question in this country. Johnny Cochran famously said that race is a part of everything in America. I've said many times that racism, to my mind, is still the most intractable issue in this country. We still can't get our arms around it, right? But just sitting there and listening to some of these lines, I said to Kenny, like you, it was just so relevant.
It's an eye-opening.
Yeah.
And this is the question I thought about that just hearing you right now. Yeah. Because timing is everything. Yeah. And like you said, when we did that, their whole race question was just perfect timing. Yeah. If we would have done that play right now, I don't know that it would have made
it. Y'all would be picketed and boycotted, and Donald Trump would have found a way to close down the theater. He would have found some way to shut it down.
Timing is everything.
Yeah.
Because if we were doing that and that was just,
that was just
2 years ago.
Exactly.
2 years ago this past September.
That's right.
It was just 2 years ago, so
No, I take your point. Vanessa Bell Calloway, I told you it'd be a great conversation. She has such an amazing body of work. We'll talk about the new season of the Vince Staples Show that she stars in on Netflix. Maybe an update on the sequel to One of Them Days. Just an amazing career, and I'm happy to celebrate it right now on Tavis Smiley.
What's your quarrel with the world? You're listening to Tavis Smiley.
I'm Bree Wood with BIN News Now. Jamaica is reeling from Hurricane Melissa, one of the worst storms on record. Some residents evacuated, others did not, and even those who followed orders are suffering.
We have never seen anything like this in Jamaica. And so we have to have everyone prepared and listen.
A Jamaican official told CNN they prepared, but the damage is widespread and devastating. International aid is pouring into Jamaica after Hurricane Melissa's landfall. Groups like the Red Cross, Project Hope, and Direct Relief are providing food, shelter, and medical care. And Tyler Perry is facing some backlash after donating $100,000 to singer and Detroit pastor Marvin Winans. Winans went viral for scolding a church member who gave less than the $2,000 he requested during a fundraiser. Perry says he stands by Winans and his mission. Get BIN News Now on demand 24/7 on the iHeartRadio app.
Every day, a child in poverty waits for a sponsor is another day of hopelessness. There are thousands of kids who've been waiting over a year. End their wait. Sponsor a child with compassion today. Just text the word radio to 83393.
This is the KBLA Sports Minute with Ray Richardson.
If the Dodgers repeat as World Series champions, they will have to do it in Toronto. The Dodgers' 6-2 loss Tuesday night in Game 4 ensures a Game 6 in Toronto on Friday night. The best-of-7 series is now tied at 2 apiece. For one of the few times in this postseason, Dodger star Shohei Ohtani did not have a dominant performance. He gave up 4 runs and 6 hits in 7 innings of work, and he was 0 for 3 at the plate and struck out twice. A very important Game 5 is at Dodger Stadium tonight. First pitch at 5 o'clock. The final attendance numbers are in from Saturday's Magic City Classic in Birmingham, Alabama. The popular HBCU football game featuring Alabama State versus Alabama A&M drew a crowd of 69,372 at Birmingham's famous Legion Field. No debates, no speculation, just the info you need. That's your KBLA Sports Minute. I'm Ray Richardson. More news, opinions, and conversation when we come forward on KBLA Talk 1580.
Lena Bloom for the Bail Project.
Imagine you're stuck in a jail cell and you can't afford bail and someone offers you a way out. Just plead guilty and you can go home and kiss your kids goodnight. What do? What thousands have. You plead guilty whether you are or not. Cash bail makes poverty a crime. That's why the Bail Project helps those who can't afford it while fighting to end cash bail. Because freedom should be free.
Brought to you by the Ad Council.
We've got a lot to talk about.
Hi, I'm Zoe Williams, a.k.a. the Voice of Reason, encouraging you to join me weekdays from 7 to 9 p.m. for the world's most intriguing relationship radio roundtable. Every night, I facilitate and encourage our loyal listeners to participate in the most engaging relationship discussions you'll hear anywhere. So make it a point to rendezvous with me, Zoe Williams, the Voice of Reason, Monday through Friday, 7 to 9 p.m. Pacific Standard Time. Trust me, your relationships will never be the same. The VOR is on fire tonight.
Unapologetically progressive. KBLA Talk 1580. We've got your black. This is KBLA Talk 1580. Talk radio. That's music to your ears. We're unapologetically progressive. KBLA Talk 1580.
Paid for by government.com. Did you know? The United States Mint has issued a new Morgan silver dollar coin in proof condition for the first time. Not only that, they are also minted in 99.9% pure silver for the first time ever in history. Coin experts are calling this an amazing opportunity for anyone that knows the enduring popularity of Morgans. But you must hurry. Only 400,000 of these legal tender silver dollars were issued. These first ever Morgan silver dollars are brand new with stunning mirror-like finish, minted by the iconic San Francisco Mint. Call now and you're guaranteed a new first ever 99.9% pure silver proof Morgan dollar. To learn more, call 1-800-973-9717. If you order now, you will receive a free coin collector bonus pack, a $25 value, free with every order. Call 1-800-973-9717 now to secure your new Morgan silver dollars before they are gone. That's 1-800-973-9717.
Hey, KBLA 1580 delegation, your health matters to us. We know that information is power, especially when it comes to prevention and treatment. That's why we're proud to introduce the brand new KBLA Health and Wellness Hub. This online space is built just for you, connecting our community to trusted health resources, culturally relevant care, and even access to diverse clinical trials and emerging therapies. Whether you're looking for information on common conditions, mental health support, or just want to stay on top of your wellness journey, we got you. And the best part, it's all on our website at KBLA1580.com. Accessible, empowering, community-focused. So just go to KBLA1580.com and click on the Health and Wellness Hub icon, because knowledge is power and your health is everything. At KBLA Talk 1580, we've got your black.
Let's get back to more of this rich dialogue with Tavis Smiley.
Tavis Smiley and Vanessa Bell Calloway, we were sitting here walking down memory lane of all the years, the decades we've known each other. She and her husband, Tony, who I respect and adore. And for that matter, Tony's family, the Calloway family, just an amazing family. But I was laughing a moment ago. We were laughing a moment ago about do people get you about what's love got to do with it?
You ain't gotta hit me, but what?
That's it. We should have played that clip too.
Hey, I'm glad because they helped me remember what my lines were because I'm that person. Once I say them, I don't remember what I said.
Yeah. But that takes me back to our point though. You've been in these classic scenes. So when we think about that movie, it's Tina's story, of course.
Right.
What's love got to do with it? We think about that. We think about Coming to America. I mean, you've done this a few times. I mean, scenes that every Negro knows.
By the grace of God,
yeah.
I'm telling you, you never know. When you take a project, you always hope for the best.
Right.
But you don't know if it's going to land or if it's going to be good. And so when it becomes iconic and the movie just becomes something that, people just watch and love and it just stays alive forever.
Yeah.
You got to know you're blessed.
And you're right. You don't always know what you're going to get, but it seems to me that there are certain projects, and again, there's no guarantee about this either. I'm not naive or stuck on stupid. But when you think about that cast of Coming to America, but when you think about, this cast, Angela and Fishburne, and I mean, it's just it's an amazing cast.
Yeah.
I mean, it's this way. When you have acting talent that good, it's hard to make a bad movie. Now, it may not hit. But the acting.
Yeah.
Yeah.
This is true.
Yeah.
This is true. And also the thing that was great about that movie is we had a lot of leeway.
Yeah.
We improvised quite a bit.
Right.
Which is good. Not taking anything away from the writer. She wrote, but we were able to take that and just run with it and make it real. And it worked. And, Lawrence really slapped me accidentally in that scene.
Right.
Because when you do... you have the coordinator who does the stunts,
sure.
And they show you how to hit. You swing your hand and you snap your face real quick,
right.
So it looks like you're being slapped. And then in post they put the sound in.
Right.
Well, we didn't have eye connection at one point. We had done it a few times.
Right.
They wanted my stunt double to do that whole thing, and then I was supposed to pop up and And I went to the director. I said, that's no. I need to do the whole thing physically, so when I get up, I'm really in the moment.
Right.
I had learned how to do some little lightweight stunts during soap operas because you fly across a table, you roll on the floor, and I'm a dancer, so I knew how to control my body.
Right.
So they said, okay, fine. So Lawrence and I practiced a couple times, and he would, swing, and I'd swing my face, and we did a couple takes like that.
Yeah.
This one day,
oh boy,
we didn't connect. He slapped the poop out of me. When I tell you, my face was like, I mean, everybody around was like, they were holding their breath. They were waiting for me to say, cut. Yeah. But I kept going.
Yeah.
The sick side of acting, the other side of my brain was saying, Vanessa, this is going to be good. Just keep going. Just keep going. The other side of my face felt like it was swelling up as I was doing it.
Now, this begs the obvious question. Do you know which take they used?
They used that one.
They used that take.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I could tell from my performance.
Right.
Because after he slapped me and I rolled up, I got up, I said.
Yeah.
I went in on him.
Yeah.
So, yeah.
So they used it.
I know I would have as a director producer because it was a great take.
Yeah.
And you didn't know. I mean, I never flinched.
Yeah.
There was never a moment I was like, now let me keep going. He hit and I just kept going.
That way, maybe you weren't acting at that point.
Probably not. That's why it was good.
See, I'm telling you, it's always the backstories to these classic scenes. See, the artist didn't know that until now. She really got slapped in that scene, y'all. Who knew? I still maintain to this day, Angela got robbed.
Yeah. And Lawrence. They
both got robbed. Yeah.
And me. We all did.
Yeah.
Because, back then they only want to nominate one black or two black people movie. Mm-hmm. Now, if this movie was out now, like in today's time, they would have gotten their nominations, and I would have gotten more leverage from that too. You know, but yeah, that's our part of our history in this industry.
Yep. As I said, she's done so many movies, so many TV shows, so little time. I can't even walk through your whole body of work. Let's talk about the Vince Staples Show. Tell me about it.
Oh my God, I'm so excited to do this. First of all, I have the utmost respect for this young man, Vince Staples. Yeah. This is our second season, and what I like about him is this young man, and I can say that because he really could be my son. He's the age of my daughters.
Right.
But he really understands the importance of having his name attached to a show. He's very serious. He's very focused. He writes some of the episodes, which I'm impressed with. He's one of the producers on it. It's his concept. And this show is very authentic. Is the other reason I like it. I like things that are different.
Yeah.
You know, when you get to a point like a lot of TV shows look the same, a lot of movies. You can sit up and look at a movie or something and know the outcome because you've seen the story before. You just have different people playing the roles, but it's the same storyline. This is a different storyline. I've never seen anything like this on TV, and it's funny. It's original and it's funny and it's authentic. And the second season is even funnier than the first. I didn't know who he was. I'm not gonna lie. When I first got offered the part and stuff. But my kids did. They were like, the girls were like, "Oh, Mom, Vince Staples, you know him. You've heard him on the radio." I said, "I have." And then they played the song. I said, "Oh, yeah, I heard that song before on the radio." KJLH was playing it. I said, "I heard that song." And then, when I met him, I was just like, "Oh, my God." And I had no idea when I'm reading the scripts. Once again, you don't know what it is until you see it. And when I saw it, I said, "Oh, I love this because it's so original." It kind of reminds you of like Atlanta. Kind of that vibe, but I'm trying to figure out what the other one I could put with that, Fargo or something. But it's just really different, especially for a black show.
I'm gonna play the trailer for the Vince Staples show in season 2 trailer. Just a second here. Tell me about your role first before I play this
well, I play Anita Brown, his mother.
Your mama, yeah.
And this mother, I will not be getting the Mother of the Award, the Mother of the Year award. What I love about her, she loves her kids, but baby, the language is a little peppery. And the way she talks to her kids is just like, oh my God, do you really talk to your son or your daughter like that? I could never talk to I may think to want to talk to my kids like that,
but you don't do it.
But I don't do it, and that's the difference. Anita does it.
Yeah.
And they just have a very open relationship. She knows exactly who he is. He knows exactly who she is, and the dog. It's funny.
Here's the trailer for season 2 of the Vince Staples Show on Netflix.
You know what? I ain't even think about all the responsibility you got. I'm sure there's a lot of stress on you. First, the swap meet situation. Then Uncle James. I don't even think I stopped to ask you how you feeling. Hello?
Whoa, Joshua, get the battle of Jericho, Jericho, Jericho.
Vince.
Vince?
Vincent?
Vince who?
Vincent Staples.
My son is famous, okay?
Okay. You ain't shit.
Be careful what you say about my son.
Watch out, nephew.
I'm about to cut this fool.
Protect yourself, nephew.
Everybody not making it out of here alive.
Hell no.
This is the real deal.
You good?
I've been going through some things.
I was wondering if we could take a picture?
Of course, man.
Sick, thanks, King. I love your show. When is season 2 happening?
As Vanessa Bell Calloway said, it's drawing comparisons to Donald Glover's Atlanta. The show, set in his hometown of Long Beach, follows a fictionalized version of Staples as he navigates the hilarious and bizarre challenges of everyday life, known for its deadpan, dark, and satirical humor, some of which you heard in that clip. Our remaining moments with Vanessa Bell Calloway when we come forward on Tavis Smiley.
Interrogating and unpacking. That's what we do around here. You're listening to Tavis Smiley.
On Thursday evening, November 6th, you're invited to the next KBLA Talk 1580 Altadena Town Hall meeting. This time we're convening at Victory Bible Church, 1497 North Hill Avenue in Pasadena. The town hall will once again be broadcast live on KBLA Talk 1580 from 4 to 6 p.m. on Thursday, November 6th. But you're invited to join us in person for this urgent and necessary community conversation. The theme for this Altadena Eaton Canyon Fire Town Hall is Understanding the Wildfire Recovery Compensation Fund. The primary focus of this gathering is to inform residents about Southern California Edison's newly launched Wildfire Recovery Compensation Program and provide clarity on eligibility and the claims process. There are plenty of questions to be asked, and only KBLA Talk 1580 has the right moderators to ask the tough questions, the right stakeholders and community activists to share their insights, and we have confirmed the participation of corporate executives from Southern California Edison to answer our queries. So be sure to join us at Victory Bible Church in Pasadena, 1497 North Hill Avenue on Thursday, November 6th. The event is free and open to the public, but registration is required at KBLA1580.com. That's KBLA1580.com. Light refreshments will be served immediately following the live town hall. This KBLA Talk 1580 Altadena Rising Town Hall is brought to you by the Black Freedom Fund.
California, this is your moment. The special election is November 4th, and your vote helps decide your future, your community, and your state. Drop your ballot at a secure drop box. Visit an early vote center or mail it. Your participation powers democracy. Every ballot makes a difference. Tell a friend to do the same. Sign up at where'smyballot.sos.ca.gov to track your ballot. Make your voice count. Don't delay. Vote today. A message from the California Secretary of State.
We asked seniors how to prevent Medicare scams.
My best advice, if you get a phone call, do not talk to the person. These people are well trained. Don't talk to them.
They don't know me. They're just trying to scam me.
Don't be fooled. Hang up. Just hang up.
Never give out your Medicare number.
They're going to get your number to put in a false claim.
If I get a call from someone, I don't pick up the phone. And should I pick up the phone and they ask for information, then I hang up.
How do you detect Medicare fraud?
Just like I check my credit card statements, I check my Medicare statements monthly.
Scammers can get a hold of your number, order medical devices through your account, and you're not even going to know about it if you don't look at your statement.
Check your statement every month.
If you get your statement and you see something that you know you did not have done, you report it.
Call your Senior Medicare Patrol.
To report Medicare fraud, call the Senior Medicare Patrol at 855-613-7080.
Sometimes he fails at fitting in, but we're okay with that. You're inside the Tavis Smiley Show.
You are indeed with Vanessa Bell Calloway. After all these years, she is still busy. And so, again, she's playing the mother of Vince Staples on the Vince Staples Show. Again, great comparisons to Atlanta. And if you have not seen it, it's on Netflix. I recommend you check it out.
And everybody, tell everybody, too, when you watch shows like this on Netflix, what you need to do is watch it all the way through. You know, once you turn it on, don't turn it off. Even if you got to run to the grocery store, just let it stay on.
And then double thumb
it.
Yeah.
And you would help us out a great deal. Go back and watch what you missed.
You know, what's amazing about this, I was saying to Vanessa during the break, and I say this on the air for you all to hear. But Vanessa's on the inside. I was saying here, I'm on the outside. But I'm so close to Hollywood and talking to people every day. I get this. But my sense, Vanessa, is, and you tell me if I'm right or wrong about this, feel free to disabuse me of this notion if I'm wrong. But my sense is that so many of the shows, TV shows, for example, that we now think of as iconic shows didn't hit in the first season or the first two seasons.
Yeah.
But the networks back then gave the shows time to sort of find their audience, gave them time to grow. Nowadays, if you ain't popping
immediately,
the way the network wants immediately, they don't give you a chance. They pull the plug on it.
And I also think they pick and choose. I mean, it's their money; they have the right.
Sure.
Like they'll put money behind certain things, and it may be mediocre, and they'll be trying to push people to make them stars, and it gets a okay reception. But things that are like brilliant, like this show, that are different and cutting edge, and just nothing you've seen before. You know, he had to fight to get the second season. And we probably have to fight to get the third. But
season,
with the help of everybody watching the show, I hope we do, because it deserves a third season. But you're right; it's like back in the day, they let a lot of people find their audiences, and they groomed the show and they nurtured it, and they put the main thing is putting the PR dollars behind it.
Yeah.
When you put the marketing behind it, then people find it. In today's time, I mean, a lot of these shows, they throw all these platforms because there's so many shows and so many platforms.
So much competition. Yeah.
They just throw it out there, and you find it. You find it. If you don't, you don't.
Yeah.
Because none of these shows, not only our show, but none of these shows are putting a lot of money in marketing anymore.
Yeah.
You do it and just cross your fingers and hope to God that it lands somewhere.
I corrected somebody yesterday. They said, you know that old adage, Tavis, if you build it, they will come. I said, yes, I know that old adage, and that adage is wrong.
Yeah.
Whoever said it, if you build it, they will come, didn't get the full picture. If you build it, they will come if they know you built it.
Right, and if they know you're there.
Exactly. They got to know.
If you got some marketing and PR dollars
there you
to tell
go.
them where to find you.
That's exactly right. They not just going to come.
They might accidentally find
exactly.
you. But you want that group to know they looking for you.
That's right. If you build it, they will come. No. If you build it, they will come if they know it was built.
Yeah.
You got to market. You got to promote. You got to tell somebody about it. And that's why I'm delighted to have Vanessa Bell Calloway on this program right now to talk about the Vince Staples Show on Netflix. Again, when you watch it, you'll get a Donald Glover Atlanta vibe feel. So and that show became a huge hit. Obviously,
right?
They gave it time to build, to grow, to find its audience. So when you watch it, you get that vibe. So if you liked Atlanta, you will like the Vince Staples Show. I'll leave it there.
I would say that you would. Yeah.
Yep.
And even if you didn't like Atlanta, you might like this because it's different characters, and it's just kind of like that vibe because the story is nothing like it. The characters are nothing
Very
like
different.
Atlanta. It's
Exactly.
very, very different, which I like because it is so different, especially for a black show. It's not like your typical, dramedy or comedy, ha 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 ha.
Yeah.
All the laughter, all the stuff is built in there, but it's very. I keep using the word organic.
Right.
It's very real,
Yeah.
and it's funny because it's kind of like a parody on him really being him.
Mm-hmm.
He's playing himself.
That's right.
Really him.
Mm-hmm.
Now, some of the things around him, I'm sure, they obviously are, fictitious, but
Creative license.
So that's what's funny, though. He's playing himself.
Yeah.
Being a rapper and somewhat famous.
Yeah. In our remaining moments with Vanessa Bell Calloway, I'm going to see if I can get anything out of her about the sequel to One of Them Days.
Ooh, all I can say is just stay tuned.
Okay, we'll talk about that maybe if she tells me anything. You're listening to Vanessa Bell Calloway on Tavis Smiley.
For all the freedom-loving folk, this is Tavis Smiley.
I feel like freedom.
You ready?
You're invited to the KBLA Talk 1580 Community Health and Wellness Fair on Saturday, November 8th, 10 a.m. to 2 p.m. Catch at Audubon Middle School in Leimert Park, 4120 11th Avenue. Join us for a day of health, healing, and community connection. There will be health screenings, immunizations, wellness information, a Catch Charter School recruitment fair, plus music and healthy snacks. And it's all free at the KBLA Talk 1580 Community Health and Wellness Fair, Saturday, November 8th, 10 a.m. to 2 p.m. at Audubon Middle School in Leimert Park, 4120 11th Avenue. Come out and bring the entire family. And if you have not yet checked out our KBLA Health and Wellness Hub, you should at KBLA1580.com. KBLA Talk 1580 thanks Catch Charter School, Prudential, Eastside, Cedar Sinai, and St. John's Community Health. At KBLA Talk 1580, we believe that a healthy community is a thriving community.
That's right, baby.
KBLA Talk 1580. We've got a lot to talk about.
KBLA Talk 1580, connecting you with services and solutions. LA County's new Justice Care and Opportunities Department, or JCOD, is here to support justice-involved individuals and their families. The JCOD Support Center is now taking calls at 1-833-LACJCOD. That's 1-833-522-5263. Available 7 days a week from 6 a.m. to 11 p.m., the Support Center is your one-stop shop for re-entry issues and court support. They offer court reminders, connections to local services, transportation assistance for housing, court appearances, and childcare. The JCOD hotline provides personalized help to connect you with services that you need. And don't forget to check out justiceconnect.org for more information. Remember, it's free and available every day at 1-833-522-5263. This is a community call to action from KBLA Talk 1580.
This is an important notice to all U.S. taxpayers. The IRS is giving away billions of dollars in tax savings through a federal program called the Fresh Start Initiative to aid delinquent taxpayers. This initiative was established for anyone facing financial hardship and unable to pay their back taxes. Qualifying and enrolling in this program will stop all collections, settle your delinquent tax problem, and even reduce what you owe by thousands of dollars. Call the hotline at People's Tax Relief to see if you qualify and get this free information by dialing 800-283-2427. If you have unfiled tax returns or cannot afford to pay your personal or business back taxes, you can now get the help you need. One simple phone call can resolve your tax problem and save you thousands of dollars. To see if you qualify and to get this important free information, call 800-283-2427, 800-283-2427, 800-283-2427.
If you're like me, 60 and retired, making ends meet, especially here at the supermarket and drugstore, is tough. I'm so blessed to have found benefitscheckup.org. It's a free and confidential website from the National Council on Aging that connected me to $1,200 a year in programs that help pay for food, medicine, utilities, and more. Maybe it can help you. benefitscheckup.org.
You know where you want to go in life, and City National Bank can help. City National knows the dedication it takes to build your vision for the future into a reality, and our team is here for you. We have a wide range of options to help, from personal savings accounts to interest-bearing money market savings accounts and more, all designed to help you get where you want to go. City National, here for every stage of the journey. Learn more at cnb.com. City National Bank is a subsidiary of Royal Bank of Canada, member FDIC.
Freedom is an endless meeting. So let's get back to it with Tavis Smiley.
All right, so we talked about the Vince Staples show that Vanessa stars in as his mother, streaming on Netflix, season 2 on right now. Can you tell me anything about the sequel to
Well,
one of them days?
Tell you what a super hit and how super excited everybody was when the movie did so well. And thank you to all of your listeners out there because they were part of that family that trained. Everybody ran to see that movie, and it just was like it just went ablaze, and it was just such. Were you
shocked? Were you shocked?
You know what? I gotta say, I guess I was a little bit because now I saw the movie before and I knew the movie was good, and I thought that Kiki and Scissors, their chemistry was great, and I was telling everybody, I said Scissors is doing a very good job, and so when it hit the theaters and people came out to see it, of course you go like, okay, this is a young people's movie, a lot of folks going to come, but as it grew and grew and grew and grew and grew, I guess I was a little shocked because I'd never been a part of independent film like that, not a big studio film, that had done so well. But I guess Paramount was part of it, but it was just great. And there is going to be a sequel. I can say that. Yeah. There is going to be. So there will be. They're working on it, and it should be. It deserved it. It earned its right to have a sequel.
Yep. She's busy, but took some time to come in studio for an hour. For that, I am grateful to sit and talk about this amazing career that is ongoing. I was saying to Vanessa earlier, we started this hour playing your walk-on song "Fine" by Mary J. And I was saying to Vanessa that she's doing more than fine. She's doing remarkably well. She built this amazing career, and I'm always rooting for my friends. I love to see my friends succeed, and so all these years of knowing you and just seeing the continued great work that you're doing just makes me
and rooting for you too, Tavis. This studio, guys, you don't know, this building is gorgeous. He's really built quite an institution here, but we're not surprised. You've always been like that.
We're trying.
We knew you would.
We are trying. I love you, and nothing you can do about it. I just love you.
I love you back.
And tell your husband, Dr. Calloway, I love him too.
I tell him.
Good to see you, Vanessa.
Good to see you.
Just like that, 3 hours gone. Back here tomorrow to do it all over again. Until tomorrow, thanks for listening to Tavis Smiley. And as always, keep the faith.